never gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. For me to give up. Oh no, I will not fall down. For me to give up. No, I'm never coming down. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. For me to give up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Ravens going up against the Rams. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. They come out here in the eye. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Second down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Let's go!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, LA! Their dangerous wide receiver. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Now let's go. No, check.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
All right, here we go.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So that wind at his back that time may have just given it the juice that it needed for 3.
And I tell you, everything had to be perfect here. Good snap, good hold. He's got to drive it low and hope. Like you say, that gets a little help from the wind. And wow, it does just sneak over the bar.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
No. Check. Patriot.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll drop the throw. Pass incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So a 3rd and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because it's almost always...
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. 2nd down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. The slot man in motion right. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Let's go.
And the back goes into motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
To throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Second and goal now from the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up in an offset eye. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their big-bodied receiver making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll throw now on the final play. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
The play clock's running down. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have...
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye.
No, check. Patriots!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch it now, Barney! Now, look at this in it! Lucky 50 Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
No, check. Patriots! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. Boom, watch it now, Barney.
They go play action here on 1st down, and it's incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Leopard. Now let's go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriots. Over.
They'll look to throw again, and that will be incomplete as well.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And Boswell's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down following the run. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out here in the eye.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
No. Check. Patriots. Good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Here we go.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Green, 39.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch 16.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green, 39. Over.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. Set. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Turn up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They shakes it off. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. A loss of 4 that time on a sack, and it brings up second. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Stays on his feet. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening